favorite soul sisters, healers. Her and I used to do so many workshops at Energy Haus, and we are live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I did it. I can't believe I'm streaming on two. I'm so proud of myself right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm impressed.
So good to be here. Diane and I used to do workshops at Energy Haus, so now we're bringing them online and on Instagram. So you can watch the replay on YouTube, or you can watch the live feed on Instagram. And today we're talking all about water because, of course, we're in that Scorpio full moon energy. It becomes a super full moon tonight. So this is a good time to connect with water in different ways. And Diane is a veteran using water for healing, for manifesting. She has a book on it that includes tools. And I also have used it for my own healing, for manifesting. And so we're going to go into our favorite ways to use water. Of course, there's endless ways. So this is just high level. We only have 30 minutes today to dive in. So of course, if we need to, we'll do a part 2. And we can also look at other ways to bring water frequency tools to you in the near future too. So for today, we're going to dive into healing and manifesting with water. So we'll first start with some major tools Diane has used throughout her journey, and I'll kick it off to you.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to be here. Oh my gosh, and to share this on this level, on this platform. I've been doing a lot of work, well, for over 3 decades, actually, working with water, frequency, and such. And I mostly, you do it one-on-one, and or never on this type of opportunity to reach so many people at once. I'm really excited about doing that. So, well, this is what I actually do with any client that ever comes to me. It's the first thing that I talk about, because the reason someone would come to me is because of something that's going on in their life that they'd like to be different. And I always share this water exercise with them because I don't know anything actually that works with such ease as water. I mean, with a very simple exercise, you can change your vibration. And that's the key. Because think about it, if you come into a situation where you don't feel happy, well, what do you want in your life? You want happiness. Well, you can use water to create the vibration of happiness in your body. We have trillions of cells in our body, and those cells are composed of water. A healthy cell has a certain percentage of water. And so when you give the water a particular message and you drink that message, it goes into your body. So, but what I really want to, before I really get into it too, I wanted to mention, because I love this man. I was so blessed to be able to see him, and actually he traveled with his whole family.
That's so cool.
Oh my gosh. Dr. Emoto, unfortunately, I think he passed about 3 years ago.
He was 3 years, yeah.
Yeah, but he went all over the world healing water. And I mean, all over the world, oceans, rivers, streams. And so he has quite a few books. This was one of them. This was the first book that I got from him. It's called The Power of Water. And what's really interesting in here, and there are many pictures in here, what he does is he takes water and he puts a message underneath the water. I don't know if you guys can see this or not.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And I'll just take this. You just take
yeah.
that down. Yeah, so let's say he puts the happiness under there. And so then he freezes the water and he slices it. And I think happiness is on the top. There's 2 positive thoughts on the top. And if you look at the vibration of the frequency of the word that you see, it almost looks like snowflakes.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But below that, and I don't remember exact words, can you share that?
Unhappiness and no good.
So when you, when you say to yourself, oh God, I didn't do that very well, that's what no good looks like. That doesn't have the same symmetry. It doesn't have the same balance. It doesn't have the same beauty. So can you imagine that every word, every thought, every feeling that you have has a vibration that comes out of you? And it's Newton's third law of motion. Yeah. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. So when you create positive, and that's what you're going to, I'm going to show you how to do this with the water, it changes. You know, they say it takes 3 weeks to change, but I tell you, I've been doing this for decades, of course. And I mean, sometimes it happens this quickly, and sometimes it takes longer. And guess what? It all depends on guess who? You. It really does. Everything is a choice. So part of this exercise, which is not in his book actually, is gratitude. Most people on this planet are starting to really understand the power of thank you, of gratitude. So I always add thank you and gratitude. As a matter of fact, when I'm home, I have water always sitting by me, and you can see how this is, I use it all the time. It's love and thanks. And this is love and thanks that's been frozen. Isn't it beautiful? And look how my card, I've spilled a lot of water on it.
It's well.
Yeah. But you know, if you're going to do this exercise, I'm going to just tell you how you can do that. So he has all these wonderful cards. Let me say that too. So when somebody comes to me, I always have them pull a card because it becomes somehow significant. But you don't really, and these cards are beautiful. There's a healing card, which is Heidu is vibration in Japanese. This is for your adrenal glands. And this is what it looks like frozen, your Heidu right there. There's that. And this is so beautiful. This is wisdom, and this is peace of mind. And this is what peace of mind looks like frozen. Isn't that pretty? Mm-hmm. And then prosperity, which is power, because prosperity in all levels, I'm not just talking about money,
right?
You know, is very powerful.
Beyond.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what prosperity looks like. I just thought I could share those with you.
So pretty. They're illuminating. So glowy.
Aren't they? So there's all of these, but honestly, I mean, they're wonderful and you could get them, but you don't need them. So what I like to tell people is, what is it that you want different in your life? What are you working on right now? Or what is your thought for the future that you'd like, something particular that you'd like to come into your life? You can create anything that you want to be, do, or have, any of those things. And what you do is you're going to write it down on a little piece of paper. And here's my little piece of paper, and here's my little glass. You need a clear glass, and you want to use spring water. We've had a discussion about this, actually.
Because some people believe only use filtered water. I like to personally use mountain spring water.
Like this.
Or, you could use any high balance pH level water. Alkaline water is good too, but it's really, what's best for your system. And that's what I was telling Diane. I think we all are becoming masters of our own reality. So it's like, well, what type of water is my body asking for? And it's a good check-in too, to ask, are you drinking only filtered water? And is that serving you? Do you feel hydrated? Do you feel refreshed? Or are you not looking forward to drinking water? And usually that's because the pH level is off, or your body actually wants fresh mountain spring water. So I always default to mountain spring water.
Well, and I've always been telling people about
distilled,
which it's been steamed and it doesn't have anything in it. I think it does. I'm going to say something big. I think it doesn't matter at all, actually. You know why? Because it's your intention. I think when you set an intention, it doesn't matter what you're doing, what it is, because you're changing it just by setting your intention.
That's right. So, especially water. Water,
especially, yes.
Just witness.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So whatever water you choose, your favorite
You know
water.
best.
Yes. But what you're going to do is you're going to create a message for the water. And so here I have this little pad, and on there, we started talking about gratitude. The first thing that I always put down is gratitude. Gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because to me, I always say that's the magic. Thank you is magic. Thank you brings more. It's so easy. Just say thank you.
Yeah.
So I put on mine, I said, thank you for my balanced body. But you can put anything. I mean, thank you for the love of my life coming in. Thank you for more money in my bank account.
Thank you for the endless miracles.
There you go.
That find me each and every day.
Yeah, and I mean, or like that exactly. That's such a much. Actually, the broader you make it, the more you close it down, the smaller it is. But if you expand it and you say, I trust you, universe, that you're going to bring me exactly the perfect thing for me in this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. You can do that. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You do what feels comfortable for you. So then what you do is you put this underneath your water. Now, I want to tell you, you do not change that message. You keep it the same. Because what you'll know when you can change it, because you're going to feel differently. Mm-hmm. You'll know.
I feel like I get a new message that comes through and I'm like, oh yes, that feels more in alignment to where I'm at now. And it's because I've reached another level of clarity. So this message might be the same, but maybe it's another specific energy that
Absolutely.
I'm honing in on. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So then what you do is you have your water. Really, I keep a jug of water by my bed. So this is there, my glass is there. I fill it up. Once in a while I wash it. No, but it's just me. Anyway, but here's something that's really important too, is that you want to get the molecules going. So this is selenite. You can just stir it like this, but honestly, I don't always have, I don't have that. It doesn't matter. The rule is there aren't any rules. You can stir it like this too, and it'll have the same thing. And the only thing that you want to then do, and you can use anything, you want to cover it. The reason that you're going to cover it, two reasons. One, when we sleep, we emote energy, and it's attracted to the water. We want to keep that water just the way it is, receiving what it's getting. And of course, anything can drop into it. Who knows? So, okay. So then you just cover it. You can use, I use a Kleenex. I just cover it with a Kleenex. But here, I have this pretty thing. So
yeah.
Okay. So then in the morning, so it sits for about 6 hours minimum. Mm-hmm. And then in the morning you uncover it. So then you uncover it and then you stir it again and then you drink it. Yeah. And that is it. When you're drinking it, it's wonderful to think, oh, thank you for my balanced body. Mm-hmm. Because again, when you're thinking that, I like to say it out loud because I feel the vibration when I say it, right?
Right.
So I say it and it's just, yeah. And what happens really is that after a certain amount of time, the cells that vibrate, that are in your brain, the neurons in your brain connect to your brain in a different way than they're connected right now, because you have created a new pathway through the vibration that you've created in the water. And here's something else too. I just want to say about vibration before I hand it over to you.
Yeah.
Is that this is also from Dr. Emoto. Oh, he's so wonderful. I just love him. He showed, I saw him with he signed.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't it?
2006. I
2006,
love that. That is very cool. It feels energy.
Oh my gosh. So he played classical music. He showed, and then I had to get it. He played different pieces and he showed the water and how it was actually moving to the music.
Oh, wow.
And what's really, there's all sorts of beautiful.
Yeah.
Pretty.
It's gorgeous.
And what's wonderful is, look at this.
The music.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be fun if we could do something on here with the music and the water and somehow.
Maybe we'll do a water meditation with the music.
Yeah.
That'll be our part 2. So if you want a part 2, you let us know.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. What I love about this process too, though, is you're doing it at night. And, there's so much around our subconscious at night. So putting intention to what you're really calling forward, setting that process, sleeping, and then when you wake up, you're reconnecting to that intention. And so what we do 20 minutes before we go to bed and 20 minutes when we wake up is probably, I would say, the most crucial in terms of how we control our day and our energy of the day and our intentions and how it can manifest. So not only does it bring in such powerful intention into putting that energy forward into your whole reality, it also gives you a tool to connect with each day too. So I feel like it's, almost another way to journal, but with water and reflection. And that's the part 2. But before I go to part 2,
I want to say one more thing. I just thought of one more thing too. Just as a sidebar, I mean, I've always known this, but I just heard it again. It reminded me that I'm doing something besides putting this wonderful energy into my body. The first thing that you should do in the morning is drink water before you have your coffee. The first thing that you put in your body is so important.
Yes.
And can you imagine then you're putting in this wonderful vibration?
Exactly. Yeah. So awesome. Yeah. Great tool.
Yeah.
And there's a great exercise in Diane's book, which I recommend for anyone. It's my favorite book. You'll hear me talk about all the time. And the reason I love it is every exercise is so informative, so supportive, and also on the back is like all the books she's read in her journey, and it's almost every book I've read, even more than I haven't even heard of. So it's like my go-to list for whenever I'm looking for a spiritual tool or book. So it's on Amazon. There's also a link on the YouTube profile in the notes section to buy it, but it's on Amazon. It's called Recipes for Happiness by Diane Rotner.
I'll talk about this a little later.
Yeah.
You do your thing.
Okay, beautiful. So part 2 is, that's part 1. And if you have crystals or oils and you want to bring in another layer of reflection, I use this process with crystals and oils. So I'm going to take you through a few of them, and I'll create more videos to support with other energy. So if there's any energy you want me to create a video for, just put it in the comments box, DM me, email me, and I'm on it. Okay, so I like to personally use mason jars to do water activations because to me it has a lid, easy to cover, and it's in a glass container. So, and then I have like all kinds of stuff. So I have one for calm. I have one for creativity, right? So whenever I need energy, wherever I'm at, I have all these different waters that I charge in the full moon. So this is kind of my mess to my madness. Okay, so I'm going to take you through calm. So like Diane said, same process I do. I wrote, I am peace and serenity. I am calm. So anytime I feel not calm, I know there's a reflection, I just write it down and then I charge it. And then I usually will do a meditation, usually with soft music, and I just journal. And I open the water up and I ask the water to reveal what is causing disharmony in my mind. And I just journal. Sometimes I draw. Sometimes I'm just like painting and just allowing myself to explore this energy and see where I need to evolve or regroup or maybe give myself permission to slow down. So I take it as a journal awareness exercise, whatever my soul wants me to do. And then after that, I activate the energy and I'll put polished amethyst. So I have 3, and I usually do it for like mind, body, soul. And I'll meditate with these and I'll ask them to support me in activating the water. And, usually what I'll do is I'll say the statement 3 times and connect to the energy of the crystals. And sometimes I'll place them around my head or my body. I'll lay down. You can make it as, detailed as you want and as simple. For the simplicity of this workshop, because we have a lot to cover, I'm going to keep it simple. So I'll just place it in as I repeat. I am peace and serenity. I am calm. I am peace and serenity. I am calm. I am peace and serenity. I am calm. Of course, I'm a Reiki master, so I'll give it Reiki and love and activate. What I do is I imagine a white orb around this entire cup. And I imagine the energy of the amethyst mix in with all the different energies of the water, giving gratitude, love. And then I add a little bit of lavender. Lavender is the oil of communication and calm. And what I love about doTERRA is A, it's organic, so I know it's good for my body. But B, any oil you can actually ingest will have supplemental facts on the bottle. So it's an easy way to know if the oil is safe for you. Lavender is really calm on our bodies. That's why they have like lavender teas and lavender mochas, right? So I'll add just 1 drop because you don't need much, especially with doTERRA. That's such high quality. And then I'll selenite wand, little stir, stir, stir. Some people say selenite dissolves in water, and the truth is it discolors, it doesn't dissolve.
Right.
And then I'll put the lid on, give gratitude and love, and I'll put it under the full moon, especially tonight, because it's a super full moon, not eclipse full moon. There's an eclipse full moon, don't charge your crystals, don't put water under it. That's like mixed energy and it'll just get all over your water. So no eclipse full moon, but tonight's a super full moon. So this is a great night to do all your kind of like fun little tinctures, okay? So that is calm. Now I'll do one more quick one. I won't go into too much, but another thing you can do is if you do have amethyst like geodes or like little chunks, you can put it around it too. So these cluster energies help go everywhere in the atmosphere. So it helps also transmute anything that's maybe causing me overwhelm in my space, right? Okay, the last but not least is creativity. So again, another mason jar. And this one is new ideas now flow naturally and abundantly to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So when I'm asking for something to come to me is, you can always put thank you, thank you, thank you. But so usually intuitively, that's just like what comes through when I'm like, all right, I'm ready for like new inspiration or, and thank you, thank you, thank you. It's already here. I know, I feel it, right? And again, sometimes what I'll do is a brain map for creativity. So I'll write like, okay, I really want to make content, and I'll write content, inspiring content. And then I'll put it in a bubble, and then I'll start like writing all the ideas that are just in my head, but I haven't done yet, but just need to like get on paper. And then after I do that, I'll activate the statement again. And I imagine the words, I pull them up through the water. And the reason I do this with creativity is because I feel like the more creative I'm with the water during the process, the more energy, like you can kind of tell the water starts to bounce. And I don't know, I just feel like it's more fun. So citrine also makes me like a little kid. So I'm just like, oh, I just want to play. And, I'd probably like even try to throw them in from a distance, just for fun. Because the more energy and laughter you can put into it, that's going to just, activate more. So thank you for all the new ideas and creativity coming to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I like to use wild orange. Wild orange is the oil of abundance, and it supports me and just feeling abundant in ideas and life. And it's like refresh perspective and just like this zest for life. So put a little drop in there. And then the journal prompt I like to use for creativity before I even activate and close the final process is what will require me to trust my gifts? What will it take to require me to trust my gifts? Because we can get all these new ideas, but I gotta trust those ideas that I'm good enough, that I am capable, right? And we all kind of face those challenges and leaps of faith when we're confronted with a stretch, right? It's like, I remember when I did my first radio show, and with Diane, thank God, I was like, oh, Diane, I need you with me, because it was such a leap of faith. And I needed that reassurance that I'm like, I can do this. Like, it's just totally different. And I've never hosted a radio show. So let's just dive in. And, it required me to really trust myself. So before I even close that energy out, I just reflect on what, with all this fun energy coming to me, what am I ready to really take a leap forward to? And then I commit to that, and I'll hold, I love my citrine from the Congo, or you can get raw citrine, and I just hold it for inspiration and enlightenment and joy, and knowing that it's safe to move forward. So then from that, I'll stir 1, 2, 3, put it under that full moon. And then I will sip this, and, as I need it, like I mentioned, or I'll make sprays. I'll add it to my bathtub. You can use a little bit, or especially if you charge it with that full moon, it just is another way to enhance that energy. So that is some tips and tricks for me.
Wow. I've never done that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've never done that. I mean, I've been doing this kind of stuff for a
Yeah,
long time.
I'm sure.
I love what you did. It's a great idea. And then, of course,
Yeah.
I love that you can drink, you know, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you do with it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
oh, I love it because
Yeah.
everything carries an energy. I
Yes.
mean, everything.
Yeah.
So all these wonderful stones and the
Yeah.
oils carry the energy. She intensified she
Yeah.
intensified her words.
Yes.
By what you put in the water.
Yes.
So we're intensifying the water.
Yeah. So
by
fun.
keeping the same word.
Oh, as my other waterfalls.
Uh-oh.
It's all good.
You're okay. Woohoo. Well, anyway. Okay, so I want to talk about something.
Yes.
So I do have my book that I wrote a while back, and in it I did talk about frequency.
Yes.
Actually, I have a brainwave meditation. My book is called Recipes for Happiness. So this is called Brainwave Meditation Recipe, which I've been working with so many different sorts of frequencies besides water. And so there's a thing called the hertz, the hertz, right?
Hertz.
Which we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
So I used to love it because the frequencies would be hidden. They, like I said, their actual sounds are so low that you can't even hear them.
The binaural beats, yeah.
Thank you. But instead you hear the ocean or birds or jungle or whatever. But I just love it. And one of my favorites, just to put that out there, is it's called Insight it's called IMRAMA, IMMRAMA Institute. Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. But frequency. So yes, I believe in frequency in a big way. And so therefore I've been sharing it for years.
Yeah.
And recently, matter of fact, a year ago, May, a new device came into the United States, as you well know. Mm-hmm. And it's called a Healy. And what the Healy does is it works with frequencies. And it was very interesting. I mean, just to tell my story, just short.
Yeah.
A friend of mine who introduced me to Healy had texted me and to tell me about it. And it was like, I don't know, 9:30, 10. I was going to bed and I looked at it and I went, what is this? And I'll look at it tomorrow. Climb into bed and no, something's knocking on my head going, you need to look at that. And so I did. And I opened my mind because, psychically, that's what you do. And I asked, what can I know about this Healy? And instantly, there a book that I had read in the early 90s called Medicine for the 21st Century dropped in front of my eyes. And that book was all about vibration. Sound vibration, light vibration, just all different frequencies.
I bought the book after you shared, and I love that.
Isn't
book.
it wonderful?
It's fascinating.
Yeah, really. And I found it so exciting, but also disappointing, because although there was references in the back, we weren't ready for it. That's what it was. So, okay, so I let it go. But when I heard about this, I knew instantaneously. So, okay, so I'm going to just show you guys. So this is the Healy. I wear it all the time. I love it. It's very
like a virtual Reiki master. It's like, what do you need? Here you go.
There you go. If you want to talk more about it, but I'll just tell them the exercise that I do.
Yeah.
But I would love if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the Healy. It's very tiny and it clips right on. But this is what I want to share with you. So it sends frequencies. There's in this one application, there's 121 different programs that are available for everything. When I first started using, this is what I did when I first started using the Healy, which was last May, actually. I would take this little device and it hooks up. I don't have my phone, but what it does is there's an iCloud. Yeah. And the iCloud talks to your phone and the phone talks to this little device, and the little device creates, depending on how you're using it, but we're going to use it this way. We're going to create a bioenergetic field around the water. So now the water, you know, you can keep your message if you want to, but you can enhance your message by picking out a wonderful program. But when I started out, I would set the little Healy like this, right up against the water, and I would pick out Pure, which is in the gold cycle. And that's about detoxing, because when you start off using this particular device, it's a good thing to start off with, is detoxing. So it's called Pure. So I would charge a pitcher of water, you know, and the program is like 49 minutes, and you run the program, and when the program is done, your water is charged, and then you put it into your whatever you want to put it into. Imagine you can do that, and then you can do what you're doing, and you can just
that's exactly what.
Whoa, right?
Yep.
But so
just like that too.
So it's like there's so many ways to use this Healy device, but to me, to supercharge your water, and I mean, listen, we are all people drinking water now. I mean, dude.
Well, depending on our hydration levels, we're 60 to 80% water as a being, so that's how crucial it is for our system.
And honestly, I mean, since I've had this little device, I drink much more water.
I do too.
Actually, I find myself very thirsty.
I know.
It's like I don't crave sugar or salt anymore, but I crave water. Anyway, but this is what I wanted. And then again, you can stir it again, but you're only going to run it for 49 minutes, and you can walk away from it. The only thing you don't want to do is get water on the Healy.
No, don't
That's not a good idea. I know somebody that just washed hers.
You can also put it next to your bathtub. Be careful with that too. But you can also put it next to your bath, which is what I like to do. Especially after I've had a lot of clients, or a lot of things going on, or after my radio shows, I'll just take a bath, or and I'll just put it next to it, and just run a program as well. I like Pure as well. I like to do Pure with water. That's very interesting.
And actually, I mean, with the Healy running this way, I mean, anything within 3 feet of it is getting charged. So that's kind of cool. I mean, to think too that 2 people could be sitting next to each other. And you could be charging water. And they could also be getting it at the same time.
I would imagine. So
it's really cool. Anyway,
beautiful. Well, that's our workshop for today. So thank you for those who are joined, and thanks for those who are watching the replay. We appreciate you. We hope that these tools support you as well in your journey. If you have questions, you can always reach out. If you want to learn more about Healy, there is a free demo you can book. It's remote, and it's with me or my team, and Diane's on that team, so it might be her. And we'll just run you through the technology and show you and explain to you how it could benefit you. So if you do want to learn more, you can sign up for that. It's on the energyhouselb.com website on the homepage. And then also, if you have any other ideas for us, have any questions, just feel free to DM, reach out, and we'll do our best to answer those. And with that, we'll see you next time. We'll choose another workshop. We'll make an announcement and let you all know when to tune in. And anything else?
I just want to say thank you. Thank you. This was so much fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And I wish you happy vibrations every day in every way. Yay.
This is Diane's first online stream. So she did amazing. Yay. It's always like nerve-wracking. It's not easy to do these things. I remember when I first started, I just ignore it now because I just want to be connected with all of you in different ways. So I overcame that. But it took me pretty much the pandemic to get to that place and really step into it. And obviously the radio shows help. So Diane, thank you for being a part of this journey with me too.
And actually, when you say that, that's all ego, right? Your ego plays in. We should talk about ego sometime.
The ego.
The ego and the soul. And how we can.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, Diane and I. So we will be back with more, and thanks for all that have joined.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm like, sorry, Diane, I left you there alone.
Okay. No problem.
Bye.